What's up guys? In this video we are going to build this email subscriber, and we are still in the process because as you have seen it in the channel, we are learning Tailwind CSS, and in this small project we are learning how you can implement it on a small real project like this email subscriber, how you can implement it and make it responsive. And you can see here when I inspect, you can see how it look on small screen, and when I resize it like 300, you can see, or 320, you can see how it look on mobile screen, and you can see how it's responsive. Yes, then in this video we are going to build this small component or small project, and you can apply all the skills you have learned in this Tailwind series. And as I've already said here, I'm not going to teach every concept in deep. Yes, because in the channel we have many videos which teach you every concept, like how to use color, how to work with text, how to work with text, how to work with color, how to use padding and all those stuff, how to use flexbox. Yes, if you want to learn those concepts, any concept particularly, you can go and watch the video, then come back to build this small project. You can see how it's responsive. Yes, let's start now. Yes, now we'll start implementing our email subscriber. And first of all, you can go on Google Fonts. I'll use this Roboto Mono as font family. Then you can go there and pick the font you want. If you want this one, you can select this one, there is no problem. And if you don't want this one, you can use another font. And for that, I've already created, let me close this project and show you. Then, yes, I've already created this variable. I'm going to use this font. You can see Roboto Mono for monospace, then sans serif. And I'll just go here, go there. Then I've already I wrote it there. Then you can do the same. And if you don't want to use the font, you can just code with me. You can use the default font of Tailwind CSS. And I want also to say something is about the image you are going to use. You can go on Splash to pick any image you want. You have downloaded some images. We are going to use the second one, I think. Yes, we are going to use this one, but feel free to pick the image you want. You can go on Splash or Pixel. There is a stock of free image there, so try to download one. Or if maybe I will also provide this folder on my GitHub account, so you can just download it and use the image I'm going to use. Yes, I think that now we'll start implementing the email subscriber. I'll go there. As I've said, I've already write the font. We are going to use the Roboto font. Then for everything, I'll just create the div. Then this will be the container. Then just write container. Then here, I just put class. Then inside, first of all, I want to have two div here. Then the first we have the container. Then inside here we have another div which will be like the card. which will contain the image and the place where we'll have an input and the button. Then here we'll have another div which will contain the image of, as I said, and the button and that input. So I'll start with this. Let me just put it just on side, then we'll be seeing what we are doing. Then here I want to make it center. I want to center the card. So first of all, I'll just make it flex, then just do items, then I'll pick center and justify, then also center, and here just write hello, then we'll be seeing. Then here is not coming in the center because I should make this div to fill the entire screen. I'll just put each screen. Yes, then you can see this div is center in the middle, horizontally and vertically. Then after that, I want to give it a background color of slate 800. Now what did I do? It's BG slate dash 800, and I'll press enter. Yes, you can see the color. 900, yes, I think 900. Then after that, I'll just start with the card. Then here we'll have the image, and first of all I'll just put a comment here, image, then have an image, just close, then I'll come back later, and we also have the div, just right side, create that div. Yes, then I want to make it a flex container. First of all, I'll just write flex, then I want max width on mobile screen to be equal to W75. Then flex, make it a flex color on mobile screen. Then I want the gap to be 2. Then I want to give it rounded LG. Then BG, I want this Zen, then 800. Then after that, this is on mobile screen, on small screen like tablet and medium screen and large screen. I want it to be max W XL, and small screen I want flex to be row and to be item to center that, and I'll press enter. Yes, I think we finished with this. Then we'll go for our image. So normally you should put it inside the div. this image before using the image. We have the left side, then inside I'll just class, then I'll have this image inside this div, then I just put it inside. Then yes, then we'll start with the image. For that, just write src to pick the image and put dot, and my image is in images. We are going to use the second image and press enter. Yes, you can already see the image here. Then after that, then we'll style the image. Yes, I want the height of the image to be 40. Then I want it width to be full of this div, and I want it to have rounded corner large LG. Then I'll put some transition because I will want when someone over will like scale. Then transition, let's say all. And duration, I want 300. Then on over, when someone over it, I want to scale like for 105. Yes. Then we try. You can see when we scale, like well, when we over this image, it like scale, like increase its size. You know what I mean? Then I want on small screen to reduce the height of this image. Then I want also on small screen to make rounded dash none. I want to have this effect on. Don't want to have rounded corner on small screen. Yes, I think that's all for the image, but you can see when we over the image, like go out of this div. I want to cut all to clip. So for that, we should just write overflow clip. Then we can just put padding on all the side of one. Yes, you can see now. So when I hover, what surpass it will be clipped. Then I want on small screen to have a padding of 0. That will be for small screen. Yes, everything is working perfectly. Now we are going to start with the right side. Now we finish the left side. Here the left side in the sense of when we are on small screen like tablets, and medium screen and large screen. But on small screen, on mobile screen, you can see here we say flex column. You can see here we have flex column. On small screen, we want everything to be the image will be on top, and the second div, which will contain the input and the button, will be on the bottom. Yes. Yes, then now we are going to to start with this right side on a small screen and medium screen, which will contain the button, the paragraph, and the input. Yes, first of all, I'm going to start to style the title, and for that, just write it coding tips in your inbox. Yes, then we're going to style that percent. Going to style that. Just go there. I want the font to be serif and text to be center, and I want the font size to be Excel and font weight to be medium. Then I want the color of the text to be white. Then on small screen, I want the padding top to be 2. Yes, I think you get the point. Then we are going to style the paragraph. For that, just go down this H2 and create a paragraph, and inside just write join news layer receive weekly Tailwind CSS pro tips. And press enter. Then I'm going to style also this paragraph, and here you can see we are just applying all what we have learned during this series, this Tailwind series. And for that, I want this to have a margin on the y-axis of 4, and I want text to be center and text SM to be small for the font size, and I want heading, this is for line height, the space between 2 lines of text. Then tracking is the space between layer. I want it to be white, and I want text color to be white. Then you can see how it looks now. I think you start getting the idea, and you can see when we over this image how it's looking. Yes, I think we finish with the style of this paragraph. The next, here I should put a comment. I want to style the input and the bottom, but as on small screen and medium screen they'll be side by side, I want to put them in a div, so we'll make this div a flex container. Yes, then inside let's start first of all by creating the input, then type want it to be text, then place order, enter your email address, press enter, then close it there, then yes, then what I want also is the button. I want one button here, which just write subscribe. Mm. Yes, I think now you get the idea. Here we have the input and here we have the button. So we'll start first of all by making this div a flex container. Then to make a flex container, I think now you are getting is flex. Then as I want on small screen to be in a column direction, I just write flex col. Then I want it to have the gap of 2 and the padding in all the side of P2. Then on small screen, I want this to be flex row. Yes, you can see now I have the button here and the input there. Then after that, I want also on small screen to have gap of 3. On mobile screen we add this, but on small screen I wanted the gap to increase a little bit. Then I think I finished with all the style for the container. Now I want to style the input, and for the input, first of all, I want it to draw to occupy all the space. Then I want to give it a border, and border color I want zing dash 600. Then I want text of this input to be center. Yes, you can see now the text, the placeholder text now is center. Then after that, I want text to be center. I want also the text color to be white. Yes, you can see now the color changes. Then placeholder, I've already put center. Oh, yes, now for the placeholder, as I've said, I want it to be on the center. So I'll just write placeholder text dash center. Then place order text dash Excel. I want the text here to be extra small, that Excel. And I think that if you follow the tutorial, you'll get that. Then I want also focus ring. Focus is when you press, you see this border is appearing. I want to give it a color. I've seen people who just remove it by just doing focus, ring, outline, then dash none. They just do this. But most of the time, they have advised when you remove this to add the ring. So for me, I just write ring, focus, ring. I want one. Then maybe then you can see when I press, you can see the ring, and I want to change the color of that. So that I'll just write again focus, and I'll just write ring dash. Then here I want maybe it's 400 lim. Then now you will see when I press here, you can see this this border on focus. It tries slate. I think slate make slate, let's say 900. No, it's not visible. I'll just put this one. Then let's say 500. Yes. Here I put it just, I wanted to show you how you can use this focus, this focus ring on focus, how you can use this. First of all, you remove the outline, then you put the color, and you may also want to push it down a little bit. For that, you should use focus ring dash offset, let's say 4. This will push this border a little bit down. Yes, you can see how it push it a little bit down, but I don't want to use this. I'll just remove it. Yes, I think you get the point how you can style this input. Maybe we should also add some padding. Did I add some padding here? Yes, I'll just go there. Just put P padding X. Just right. Yes. But I think that already looking great like this. I'll just leave it like that. Maybe if we put padding, we may put it on the y-axis. Let's try padding 3 on the y-axis. It's too much. Let's say 2. Yes, 2. Let's say 1. We are just experimenting. Yes, I think 1 is it's decent now. Oh, here, don't like this color. Let's try blue. 500 blue. Even the blue. So try to experiment this on your side, and put the color what you like, what fit with your input. Then next we are going to style the button. Then For the bottom, we just I want rounded LG, then beachy. Background color want slim 500. Then I want also the padding on the x-axis vertically 5 and on the y-axis to be 3. Then text Excel to be extra small. Yes, but I don't like this extra small. Let's say small. Yes, fit well with me. But if you want, you can put extra small. It depends with you. Then text color. Just write text color 1 then dash 500. Then I want also to put some transition on the color. Transition color, just select it there. And I want the duration of that transition to be 300. And on over, I want the background color BG dash lim. Instead of 500, let's make it 4. And on focus, let's see, outline none. Here, I'll just make it you can see when we over, the color change a little bit. And here I make the screen bigger because I want you to see what I'm writing. Then let's say none. And I want on focus the ring of one, or just write the ring, then the ring color ring dash lim. Let's say 500. Yes. Then you can see when I press, you can press the tab key on your keyboard. It's not visible. Let's change the color on focus because that color not visible anymore. We try blue. Here I just put it to show you, but even if you don't put it when I'm there, you can see a small blue is visible right there. And also the solution can be to push it a little bit down. So for that we should use offset on focus ring dash offset, let's say 2. Then just press yes, but you can see the ring is there. Then I think we finish with our project, styling the project. Then now we can go in, you can just go in your browser. Yes, now you can see how things look on large screen when we press enter. But I don't like this color. I'll just remove this, let's say, the gap is too large on medium and large screen. Yes, I think this gap is good now. Yes, then yes, I think quite decent right there. And I think here the space is a little bit too much, but I don't know. But I leave it like this, and you see when I hover this photo, how this effect is doing. And this because we clicked all what surpassed this div will be clipped. Yes, I think we finish. So we'll try the responsiveness on mobile screen. Then we'll see when we are resizing, when we reach small screen, no small screen, mobile screen actually, you can see how it fits well. It's vertically aligned, column-wise direction. But when we go on small screen is not, because many people get confused. When we say small screen, they think that we are talking about mobile screen. Small screen, we are talking something like a tablet. I want on tablet this email subscriber to be in this in a road direction. But when we go on small screen like 500 and 300 something, I want them to be on the column wise direction. On a small screen, large screen or medium screen, I want them to be aligned in the row wise direction. Yes, I think you get a point. Try to implement it in your side, and if you stuck, just try to let us know in the comment where you stuck. We can help you to fix that issue. Yes, see you next.